team shirt. Okay, folks, please welcome your next stand-up comedian, please, Jessie, Fletcher.
Hello, is that working? All right, camera people, can I move? Or do I need to stay on the mic stand? Well, no, that's good, that's fine. I'll move it then, that's fine. Just making sure whether you're static or not. So, first of all, I'm Jessie. I, like Tom before me, I'm English, unfortunately. Sorry about that. And like Tom before me, I used to get mistaken for Jesus too. There have been some changes. Things have moved on since then. So yes, I am English. I do mention that because a weird thing has been going on the last 3 or 4 months. It's probably been going along with that, but I've noticed it the last 3 or 4 months. People have stopped noticing I'm English, which I've got to be honest, in Northern Ireland is fucking great. I only realised recently, there's been 3 incidents. 2 of them were just of mild surprise when they realised that I was from England. And the other one was, I go to the same shop every day on the way to work and get breakfast done. And there's 2 girls that work in there, and one of them said, "Where are you from?" And I was like, "Oh, Birmingham." And the other went, "Fucking hell, you're English." And I thought that was a lot, and a bit of a surprise, but I thought it was fairly obvious. I don't hide this, and I've got a theory about what the cause of all this is. I have a feeling that it's quite difficult for people to comprehend 2 complicated identities existing simultaneously. Yeah, and one's more prominent than the other. And as a result, my Englishness has fucking vanished, which is fucking marvellous. I still can't get a passport, but we're getting there. By stages, I might be able to blag my way into Europe, we'll see. Right, where was I? What did I say? We were English, we were lost. Hang on, we need to use this. Actually, yeah, well, I can't remember where I was going with that, so we'll just go to the next thing. I just want to ask, because this room is full of poets right now. I've had a weird week. I've had, this will be my 3rd or 4th gig this week. And on Sunday, I was on stage with a comedian who told a story about entering the Queen's Poetry Slam 2024, right? And last night, I was on the bill with another comedian who told a story about winning the Queen's Poetry Slam 2024. So I just want to double check. Are any of the other members, the other 4 finalists, were any of you performing in here tonight? I just want to know, just out of interest more than anything else. No, Sean, not you. You seem like a Poetry Slam sort of guy. No, fair enough. Never mind. I was just curious. It was a bit of an odd thing to happen this week. Right, so going back to stuff. Yes. As has probably become apparent, I am trans. I've forgotten to do the voice, but never mind. We'll just carry on. It takes a lot of concentration, and when I panic, it goes away. Yes. I've been doing this for about 3 years now, and I've got to be honest, I'm getting better at it steadily. I am. I don't know, I feel more comfortable, I feel myself, I feel more in my own skin, and I've discovered I've started to pass now and again, not intentionally. It was never really my intention. When I was very early in this not even early, before I even realised this process was a thing, seeing other people like me around was really, really important. So I'm a kind of a girl, but I kind of want people to know I'm a trans woman. But lately, we're not really trying. Whoa, there we go. When not really trying, I have been starting to pass. I nearly made one man jump out of his skin because he said, "Why don't you get in the photo, love?" And I went, "No, I'm fine." And he went, "Fucking hell!" That was a surprise. I was delighted. Occasionally on a day when I dress well, this is a dressing well day today, by the way. But you can see when you're walking down the street, there are these men. If the shape of you is correct from about 30 metres, they will start to look pleased and be nosy. And you can almost see them reach the sort of point of actual where passing stops working. And it's, you can see that their self-image and their idea of their sexuality has been completely compromised by what's going on a Tuesday morning on the way to work. It is a really, really wonderful thing to be able to introduce to your day. So yes, there's that element. And the other thing I've discovered, though I didn't really intend to pass, I have figured out exactly how to pass intentionally. It's a really simple process. All you need to do is sort of look like you're older than 35 and a woman, and that's basically it. No pays the blindest bit of attention to you. You just glide through society and no one looks at you twice. Just look a bit fucking tired and pissed off. You're invisible. Right, where are we? How long have we been going here? I'm losing track. I meant to press play on my phone to time it.
Yeah, for 4 minutes.
Is that it? Fuck, that felt ages. Fuck. All right, I suppose I'll carry on. So, language and identity, there's a lot of that in my life. Language is an interesting thing. Brian, you missed loads of my good material. God damn it, you're just arriving. Sorry, a friend of mine's just arrived. Yes, language and identity. Language is an interesting thing. I like the way it's sort of very malleable and amorphous. For instance, before the pandemic, if someone had walked up to me and called me cunty, it's possible I would have thought they were trying to start a fight with me, but lately, young women, I'm sorry, people who are a little older who do not understand, who are not up to date with the current slang, but young women say, my darling, you look so cunty tonight. And that's a good thing. We've moved away from that particular word being one of the most filthy things in the English language. And now, it's a compliment. It's beautiful. But I don't know how many of you are actually aware of the source of this use of the word comes from. It's from the dancehall scene of New York in the 1980s, where Vogue comes from. A scene that was dominated by Latina and black trans women. And cunty, in this particular use, actually refers to high femme passing trans women. And if someone was passing brilliantly and looking like a woman, they look particularly cunty. And I really like that apparently this has been picked up by cis women, and they have not been given the memo about the source of it, and they're just calling each other this. And me, but I just think it's a little bit beautiful and ironic that I'm getting it the right way and they're all doing it wrong, so up your holes, girls. Right, the other bits I have prepared, and then we start making it up, which is always fun, is the other bit about language that I talk about, which is, well, it's sort of about individual languages and things like religions, because I was reading a thing not that long ago that they behave very similarly to viruses. They follow the same vector. Languages initially, so yeah, English, this is a great place to talk about this. It spreads by contact, and it's the same concept with religions. And well, I was reading about, the Pope got 135 comedians in at the Vatican, I think it was about 2 weeks ago. It was like Jimmy Fallon was there, Whoopi Goldberg. He wasn't bothering to get funny ones, obviously, but he got 135 comedians in, and he was talking, and he was saying that, how did he put it? I can't remember. You can take the piss out. No, he didn't put that. He didn't say that. That's not his way at all. I mean, he will drop a homophobic slur all the fucking time, but he won't say piss. Yes, I think he said it's okay to mock God without being blasphemous. No, it's possible to mock God without being blasphemous, which is a fair point, I'm sure, but where the fuck is the fun in that? But it did make me wonder. I was like, what is the point of getting all these comedians in one room? And I think it's sort of like, yes, it's a big PR move, but he's also hoping to influence and possibly, I guess, convert some of these people who are coming through. And that brings me back to this idea that religion is like a virus. And I'm like, so exactly what is the R number of the Pope? How infectious is he? I mean, he's obviously got a lot more power than your average Catholic. I've been here a while, and I'm still pretty immune as far as I can tell. But the Pope, I mean, that must be fairly, fucking potent stuff. That's the source. He can make big decisions about how it all works. But obviously, I haven't really developed that because I don't know how that finishes. I will finish that joke one of these days, but I've just forgotten where the rest of it goes. Sorry, got stuff on my hand left? No? Well, we'll just have to start winging it then, won't we? How are we doing so far, Sean? I reckon I've got about 3 minutes left. We're real close. Okay, we're going to finish with... I'm going to do the first joke I ever wrote on purpose. I know, isn't that great? And it's a little bit gay, basically because of the topic. Are any of you familiar with Britney Spears? There we go, I knew this would be a good room for that. So, Britney once wrote... And she did write That's the point of this joke, actually. She once sang a song called Toxic. It's a fucking banger. Twisty thing on, I want that there, that's it. She wrote a song, she performed a song called Toxic. It was written by a lady called Kathy Dennis, who was around when I was a kid. She wrote some songs, but she also wrote Toxic and, another banger, Can't Get You Out of My Head by Kylie Minogue. She's a very talented lady, but she wrote Toxic about someone specific. Have you ever heard, oh my God, I've forgotten his name again, how annoying. Ryan Fitzpatrick, I want to say? You know the super vet? Do you know who I mean? You know the guy who builds bionic limbs for fucking dogs and cats? What's his name? You say Ryan Fitzpatrick? Well, yeah, she went out with him, and apparently that man is a wanker. It's all an act. He loves animals. He doesn't like women very much. So she wrote Toxic about this gentleman, but in the original submission, when they sent it over to Brittany, the lyrics weren't suitable because they had to adapt them. Originally, it was fine. It was still a bit of a banger, but it just wasn't really relatable because essentially it went, I'm addicted to you because I know that your dog's sick. And that is myself. I'm going to get out of here. I've been Jessie Fletcher. Love you all a bit. See you soon.